Well, that truly is unfortunate, but we back. Okay, just finished the first quest, the Price of the Principles, and I can get any of these here rings. I'm gonna go for nothing, because I am an archer, and I use the aiming set. None of those are good. They're all named striking, fending. They don't work well for my class. Okay, so let's double check. Yep. Alright, Minophilia. We have the option to move to Mordona. What are we doing? Moving on. Leave Ul'dah? Has it truly come to this? Oh, Virius. Pray, attend to Alphino. He is engaged in some business or other, and it requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphino waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. I see. Alphino makes a pretty decent case here. Oh, here we go. Cutscene again. Confound it! She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adopted mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Flumin was her name, though you may know her better as the Songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent, and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Sharlayan minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Minfilia too struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Flemin's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate. For whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Flemin's alive and well. One of our informants, Father Iliud, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Casa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I'd have no doubts that my worries that now plague Minfilia's heart might be assuaged. I mean to set forth for Lenosha at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Gejeruju as to the veracity of these rumors. Oh my gosh. So stuffy. So hard to read. Alright. Rumors about Minfilia's adopted mother, eh? Truth be told, I remember nothing of these quests at all. I recall the main basic story of A Realm Reborn, but in these patch quests leading up to Heavensward, it's just all over my head, except for the very end, which is its own can of worms. But all this stuff, moving and whatnot, yeah. Do not remember it at all. Gejeruju. Ah, oh sweet siren of the sands, my Mikote muse, why have you forsaken me? The Titan's bane! I mean, Virius, what brings you to my humble resort? Flimin? You mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Ul'dah? Egads, man! If I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Oh, for shame. To think that now she plies her trade for the riffraff off to the west, or wherever she said she was going. It's a tragedy, I say. A tragedy! West, is it? Thank you, Master Gejeruju. Your information will serve us well. What? I can't turn to Alphino. Well, he's gonna speak to me. That said, there are any number of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks and see if any witnesses might have some knowledge to spare. I would be most appreciative if you could travel on to Wineport and do the same. Alright, Wineport it is. But, yep, that place does indeed have an aetheryte. We're on the search again. On the road again. Uh-oh. Oh man, I'm hitting fat lag spikes too. It is just not a... It's a terrible day for rain. I'm telling you that right now. I apologize in advance. Hopefully the connection starts to get stronger as we go on. Well, if it isn't Furious, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe the pleasure? Ah yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold, to give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tastings, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. No, thank you. How's that Bacchus wine coming, I wonder? Wait a minute, what? That's the blind... What? Oh. Oh, it's another person I have to consult first. Come on, I already know I'm going to Shamani. Jumba. You want to know if I've seen a Makoti lass by the name of Fleming? I wish. I haven't seen a lass of any description for far too bloody long. Well, that guy was useless. Poor guy. Keep it up, keep it up. You're doing the Lord's work. You'll notice I have a mount roulette set to my action bar now, so because I have now 2 mounts, I got that Magitech armor after completing Realm Reborn, I can swap seamlessly between my Chocobo and that thing. I see you have done many grand adventures since we last spoke, Furious. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago, one does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. So I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. Nice. Okay. Where is this place at? Uh-huh. Okay, so gotta go south, and I'll make there eventually. Yeah, I actually don't really like this mount. It's so bulky, and the metallic sound as it makes its steps kind of gets on my nerves, but since I only have 2, I might as well use them. As you play the game, you'll collect mountains and mountains of different types of mounts, especially if you do more than just the MSQs, the main story quests. I think I have, quite at least 20? Over 20 on my other character. And I'm not a mount collector by any means, but just like doing stuff will grow your collection. Oh, uh-oh, purple. Ooh, I found her. That was easy. Huh, I don't think it'd be that easy. Oh no! Not a Goobo! Oh no! What the heck? Oh, there you go. Action bars all messed up. Take this! Yeah, sit down, son. Flamin. Oh, she's a cat girl, eh? I am in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Goobo's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make a perfume, you see, and I... Flimin, I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? It appears you've already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. The songstress of Ul'dah, I presume. Minfilia, or should I say, Asilia, is looking for you. Huh? She has another name? Asilia! You are the very picture of health, milady, yet the world thinks you are dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You will be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me, more than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forests of Lenosha aside, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we all have which we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wineport, say? What is going on? To Wineport! Excuse me. One thing I'm curious about is, I know now you have to do the Crystal Tower, the Alliance Raid series, before moving on into Heavensward, I think. I just don't know when they're going to put it in. It was not a requirement when I did this part. This is not at all how I envisioned it. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. Okay, here we go. Aiming, yes, C. So casting for casters, healing, obviously for healers, aiming for range physical DPS, which I am, so I'll get this one. Yep, it is indeed better than my ethereal lapis lazuli ring. There we go. Flamin. It's flamin. All things in time. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I have kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. Fly off, you know. Oh, nice! Teleport immediately to the Waking Sands? Now that's quality of life right there. Alright, let's see this, grand reunion. Flemin. Minfilia. Oh, cutscene. Antecedent. You have a guest. Lemon? Asilia. Oh. I haven't seen her like this in years, Furious. It's how convenient she shows up right after our grand adventure, you know? I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead, but what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. And continue it you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Asilia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. Celestia perfume! You remembered! How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I could find you again, just by following my nose. Follow your nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Furious, however. I could not have made it without him. I'm so cool, my pink, bro. Thank you, Furious. Thank you both. There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. All those years you kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. Yet, when I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ul'dah. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lamin who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I am no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear that there is much I do not know, about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lamin as a gift. She said it was beautiful. But there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Asilia, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come and how much further you must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I ever could have hoped. You have succeeded where I failed, and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and at all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have yet to do, and of what it may entail. Asilia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. Lamin. You built it once, Acelia. You can build it again. And this time, we'll do it together. Truly. Alphino, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toll, as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions and send word to the students of Baldesion. Preparations begin at once. Dang. I can't help but feel she's like a plant, you know? Alphino is pulling Minfilia's chain here. Oh man, I wish I wasn't so congested too. I could give a better performance for these two. I feel like that should have been more heartfelt, you know? Laying the foundation. Here we go. Ah. It is all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toll, but there is so much to be done, and in so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters, Antecedent. Ooh, look at these guys. Really, Alphino? If I need not concern myself with anything, it is surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps. I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am. Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll. Ooh. It is an honor, Antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphino, we thought it best begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it pleases you, I would do so. It does. Sir, unless I am mistaken, you are the one known as Furious, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance. Slaffborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. Excuse me. Well, well. It would seem your reputation precedes you, Furious. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste, as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have traveled so far, and there's already so much you have done for us. And for me. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. No go with the light of the crystal? Come on, Minfilia. That's your line, bro. How am I supposed to be well without the light of the crystal? Oh. It's gonna show me relaxing for once? Dang. Sitting by myself with a book? I mean, I guess. No drink? Nothing? Ah, Furious. Were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alphino has just returned, and it would seem there is something he would share with us. I bet I was bored out of my mind. Let's be real. Look, there's wine over there, and I didn't even have some? Come on, now. Missing out, man. Missing out. Ooh, the whole gang's here. You're here. Good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. And? Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. Yeah! A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I come to look forward to Taru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. From the waking sands to the rising stones. Passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Raban included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Oh. Are you sure that is wise, Antecedent? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in doing so, I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. Oh, and no one, and at once to all. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire, to you, my fellow Scions, I would say this: prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Oh boy, bigger and better things. Great, I say, yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them, as we have time and again, united as one. We'll do it. A rousing speech, Minfilia. Bye, friends. Excuse me. There must be some way I can... Wait. Well, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Fleming to teach me the basics of mining, too. Oh, Tataru. Alright, let's go. Laying the foundation, baby. Let's move. It's moving day. Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alfino, I mean. He was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slathborn that concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road and represent us well, Furious. Oh, easy. We all know that I have an Aetheryte right here, baby. Road? What road, Minfilia? Alright, we getting out of Ul'dah.
Slackmore. I was told to expect the Scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long, Virius. You have something for me, yes? Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? With that, we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. I jest. There we go. Aiming, baby. Nice.
So much easier to remember characters I gave the stupidest voices to. Or very recognizable voices, distinct. I remember Slathmore was one of these.
Back to do the work of a dozen men, I say. Ha! But I jest. Even I can appreciate that an important man such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you'd be keen on having a look around the Scion's new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. Huh. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. It may get a bit raucous at times, but I imagine it'll be as good a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around.
Uh-oh. Is that you, Various? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have the most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste.
Oh no. Is everything quite alright, friend? I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear this is no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries, you can rest assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. Pray return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters.
Thanks, Slaffsporn.
Alright.
Back on the grindstone. We all know how important I am to the affairs of everything. That's not Gridania. I'm so confused. Oh, Waking Sands. Oh, what the heck am I doing? Could have sworn she said Gridania. Use my Vesper Bay Aetherite ticket. Way more convenient, and I still have plenty of them, so works out quite nicely. Ding ding ding. Look at all these blue quests I can get. Oh. I think I mentioned before, but one of them is glamours and stuff. A very... Whoa! Oh yeah! I can fly! After completing a Realm Reborn, you can fly. Holy smokes, I'm gonna get around so quickly now. What am I doing? Just walking around. A good time to talk to those two, if you were playing this by yourself. What the heck? Oh. Oops. I think I literally walked right past her. Yep, I did. Alright, Tatari, what you got? A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordona. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixal have summoned Garuda again? Or mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. Excuse me. Get that fat tickle in my throat, you know? Give me a voiced cutscene, please, so I can take a break. Alright, Minfilia, what's the word? I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. Uh-oh. Oh no. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Furious. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urian J says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. Ah, though I had hoped the Moggles guard beyond such follies. Suffice it to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Hewloy. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest. Pray, hasten to Gridania, Furious. Ida and Papalima will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Oh, she only says it if I'm going into danger, apparently. I mean, I guess that makes sense. But I will. I will walk in the light of the crystal. For it is what I do. A new Primal, eh? Can't say I'm not surprised. Alright, where's this guy at? Yep. My Adder's Nest captain dude. Ooh, someone's playing something. You recognize the song? Let's see. Come on. I don't know the song. But these are all bards. That is so cool, actually. Dang, it's like very full sounding too. Maybe that's what I'll do with my end game with Furious. I'll just sit around and play cool songs with people in major cities. Commander Hilloy. I remember he has like a very thin voice. A pleasure to see you as always, Private Cable. Thank you for coming so swiftly. I can think of no one more qualified to... but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Yes, please. Uh-oh. Oh no. Holy. Yo, my controller died. Wow. That is something that hasn't happened in, shall we say, quite some time. Let's see. Okay. I just have to be careful, because the cord for this is terrible. I don't know if you could hear that beeping in the back. Oh no, cringe! Okay. Maiming, striking, none of these. Wait, what's that? A buffalo cab, a new minion! Let's see. Let's pop out this minion. And I got 70 weapon? Let's see. Is the weapon better than what I have? It is indeed. Ooh, it matches my other things. Nice. And let's change my minion. Sorry, Kupo. You're changing. Minion guide. Let's do the buffalo calf. Oh, kawaii. Okay. Hail to the King Kupo. Not long ago, the Moogle Kuplo Kop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle-kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if it left unchecked. You proved to be an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Moogles. The rest you should hear from Kuplo Kop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seedseer at the Lotus Stand. Okay. To the Lotus Stand! Pass by this band again. That's insane. What the heck? Okay, sorry. Sometimes things just catch your eye and you're like, how is that even possible? Alright, moving on to, I believe it is, nope, yep, Conjurer's Guild. The Lotus Stand is near the Conjurer's Guild. The Silent Conjurer. The other Scions have already arrived, sir. May I show you in? Yes, please. Some Moogles, eh? Boo-boos, eh? Got Papalimo, Kane Senna, her sister, and Kuplo Kop. What's going on? Give me the skinny. Please, you have to stop them. But you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle no. Firm thrashing is an order, but yes. Order, yes, but no. Oh my gosh. Calm yourself, Kuplo Kop. Can you not see that he hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forgive his witness outburst, sister. Most grateful am I that you have come, Furious, and upon such short notice. Truly, Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplo Kop has brought to us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Mogglmog, the 12th, has returned to Eorzea. What the heck? A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Google mythology. Kuplo here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Moogles served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with a literal endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. So good King Mogglmog the 12th, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time has come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, and all the Moogles would live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down, but good King Mogglmog the 12th, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how we Moogles came to this land, Kupo. All of us except good King Mogglmog the 12th, may his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that the Moogle kind might at last know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens, from what I understand. That being your reason for contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea? The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Mogglmog XII is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Moogles with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the Ultima weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take so drastic a measure? Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought into the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by the heroics of a chosen few. To you, who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Mogglesguard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes come what may. I assure you the Mogglesguard only want to protect the forest from outsiders, there you go. But ever since the return of good King Mogglmog XII, may his boundless grace ever fill our hearts with love, they've started to get a little carried away, Kupo, verging on a lot, in fact. Like the sylphs who summoned Ramuh, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Moogles in a manner similar to that of a Primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Mooglekind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Furious, confront good King Mogglmog XII, and drive him from our midst. I see. Okay, well you two stand and do nothing. Humbly I do thank you. The sanctuary of the Mogglesguard and their liege lord is concealed by magical wards. Brother S. Sumilian of the Conjurers Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. Alright, everyone else useless while I go and do all the heroics. As usual. Uh-oh. 1 second. I got some audio issues here. There we go. That's better. Brother S. Samian. S. Samian. Brother S. Samian. Alright, down in here, eh? Stillglade Fane. Biddy. Hey, yo, Biddy. Ain't none of your business. Excuse me. Welcome, Virius. Welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Mogglmog XII is of great comfort to me and to the elementals both. As I am sure you know, the Moogles are not by their nature a warlike race. Yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly, before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary, and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. Oh, I'm ready. I was born ready, after I put on this ring. Bring it on, S. Samian. You have selected Regicide. What? The wards barring access to the King's Sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones, the self-same method employed 5 years ago, when first the King was summoned to Eorzea. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the Guardians who then held the keystones, for none were in possession at the time. By the grace of the elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kuplo Kopp confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Mogglesguard themselves, yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the King's Sanctum. Alas, I have been able to do so, and dare not labor any longer, for fear that the Moogles might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Kuplo Kopp's keystones, Furious. Pray, go to him and beg his assistance. He awaits you at West Shore Pier. Impress upon him our great need, and I am certain he will yield. Okay. Alright. Oh. Okay. He's still in Gridania, I see. You have selected Regicide. I don't know what Regicide means. Slaughter or extermination of something. But Regi. Lancer's good, yeah? Yeah. That's the one. Okay. Good Kupo cop. Let's go.
So, how will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that. Well, if there is truly no other way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to Sweet Bloom Pier, Kupo. I'll go on ahead.
Don't mind if I do. Sweet Bloom Pier. Sweet Bloom. This guy. Yes. I happen to be heading across the lake to Sweet Bloom Pier in the East Shroud. That's good. So that's where I need to go. And literally... Oh! What in tarnation? Excuse me.
Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo. I know what you're planning, and I won't allow it.
Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him.
Yeah.
We offer you a choice, and this is how you repay us, by consorting with this Vieira.
That's me.
Imperial's guardian sylphs. You're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo.
Traitor to his kinsmoogles, he plots treason against the crown.
Enough! Kuplo Cop will answer for his crimes soon enough, as will all who defy the will of good King Mogomog XII. May he reign forevermore, Kupo.
Uh-oh. They're mad at him.
The king is planning to purge the 12-wood of his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop him before it's too late.
Well, let's get a move on.
The entrance to Thornmarch is deep within the bramble patch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward. But be warned, the Mogul's guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me, Kupo.
Escort Kupo Cop safely to the warded entrance. Should you fail to defend him or move too far away, he will return to Sweet Bloom Pier, where you may rendezvous with him before trying again. What?
Let's go, Kupo.
Oh. Keep going, Kupo. What? Oh, okay, I think... Okay. All the way over there? Are you kidding me?
How dare you. Time for some combat.
Did you hear that?
Daijobida.
Keep going, Kupo.
To crush your enemies.
Still following me? Okay.
A hostile presence. Oh no! I'll take care of this. AoE style.
Did you hear that?
It was me. Well, I apologize, you can hear my button presses. Usually I have my controller much further away from the mic, but alas, my controller died. What the heck? Who invited this guy? So I have to wire it up in order to charge it, and that means I have to hold it a little bit closer to my mic. So you get to hear a whole bunch of pop, 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 pop.
Don't let them hurt me, Kupo!
Daijobu. You're with me.
They're everywhere! Oh no, he's mollywopping me!
Oh gosh, stop.
No!
I'm trying. Attack me, you punk. Okay. I gotta go hard. Oof, jeez. I could heal this dude. Come on. We'll go this way. Come on. Good, good. Keep up. Okay, full health. Much better. Go around this here tree.
Yeah, big old Trent.
go through here, I think. Uh-oh. Stop! You frickin'... Why is this happening? Attack me! Oh no! That is the worst possible! I'm trying! You got this! There we go. We're almost there. Let's hurry the heck up. Oh, finally. The barrier threshold. You've lost sight of... Oh my gosh. Oh, you... I'm sorry, you said to go forward. You friggin' lied to me, bro. Come on.
We're here, Kupo. I don't see any more beasts, do you?
Thank goodness.
Are you ready to face the king, Kupo? Then step closer to the ward. Raise your hand and focus like when you attune to an aetherite, Kupo. I'll open the way for you.
Let's do it. Wow, 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 wow.
Is on.
Oh, not yet. Almost.
The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish Moogles a lesson and send the king back whence he came.
Thornmarch hard. Oh, it's hard. Now accessible. A duty. All right, cool. This was an actual... Let's see. Can I do duty support with it? Oh my gosh. I cannot. So this represents the first actual trial I have to do with other people. So up until this point, you can do everything solo. Now... Yep. The Thornmarch hard. I have to do it with other people. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. 25 minutes! No way, dude! This is the problem. Any group content, you have to wait a certain amount of time in order to make a group. If you play with friends, obviously they can fill in these other roles, but I am one of 4 DPS that needs to go into this trial. We still need 2 healers, and we still need 2 tanks, which is absolutely unfortunate. And it gives you an average wait time of 25 minutes. I'm really hoping that's false. Yikes. Well, the good thing is that will just run in the background until a group is formed. So in the meantime, we can do some other stuff, including up here, we have our main scenario quest, like usual. But down here, usually what this is a job quest. But right now it's saying, my feisty little chocobo. This is something you definitely want to try to do. So we'll do this quest here while we wait. Oops. Gotta move the camp tranquil. I can do any of my regular stuff in the background while I'm waiting in the queue. Oh gosh, this is gonna suck, man. Is this it? Yep, my feisty little chocobo. Doset. I did say I was only gonna do job quests and MSQs, but when you're waiting, there's really not much else you can do, so...
The unmistakable smell of a chocobo clings to you, adventurer. Would I be correct in assuming that you have your own trusty steed? Aye, I thought so. Now tell me, is your bird battle-trained? If not, you might consider seeking the advice of Luculot over at Bent Branch Meadows. The Ishgardian native is something of a prodigy in all matters concerning our fine feathered friends. He should be able to help you attain greater affinity with your bird.
That's easy, okay. Let's do this quest. Bent Branch Meadows. Remember, I got my Chocobo, which is my mount, the yellow bird. There's also another feature in this game where you can have it fight with you in the overworld. And I believe that's what this quest is having me do. Luculot. So I remember this guy being angry.
Angry. Good morrow to you, Furious. Is there something you need? You wish to have your Chocobo trained in combat. This is no small request to make. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I will help train your Chocobo, but on the promise that you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Very well. To begin, we will need a bunch of Gishel greens. You have my leave to pick one from the field yonder. Return here when you have it.
Gishel greens, eh? There they are.
I can fly!
Yes. Gishel Greens is good. Ooh, looks like we got a tank. We look over on the right side. Now I am one of the DPS waiting, and we have a tank as well. So hopefully that tank will make things go a little bit faster.
Have you acquired the greens?
I have.
Superb. Then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but chocobos are highly fond of Gishel greens. They love the leafy vegetable so much, in fact, that they will completely forget their fears in the face of danger. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you, and then, once called, it will be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. You will find that your chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order, and it will act accordingly, and to the best of its ability. This simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Fortom family, one of the foremost houses in Ishgard. Hey, Fortom. Fortemps, that's Horsefant's guild. And that concludes your lesson. Of course, it is not enough to merely hear about a practice. One must venture forth and attempt it oneself. Summon your chocobo with a bunch of Gishel greens, and together make your way to Sorrel Haven. The brood Ziz that prowl the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them and return here. And lastly, by way of advice, I would recommend you keep an ample supply of Gishel greens on your person at all times. Our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry.
Nice. Companions now available. Cool. So the first thing I want to do, I want to buy some Gishel greens. I believe this person over here. Maybe? Nope. He said the vendor. Where's this vendor at? Down here? Am I dumb? Maybe over here. Yeah, merchant vendor maybe? Let's purchase items. Gishel greens, here we go, yes. They're 36 gil. I want to literally get as many as I can carry, which is 99. I'm going to use these Gishel greens in order to summon my chocobo. And the way I have it, I'm going to actually put the Gishel greens directly onto my action bar. I want to put it into this action bar here, so I can go my inventory. Find the Gishel greens where I just purchased. I'm going to slot them in. Actually, not that action bar, I lied. Just kidding. This action bar. There we go. Slot the Gishel greens right in here. Gishel green. Now, if I open up the Gishel greens, let's see if it works. Hey, the Chocobo comes. Look at my little Chocobo. It's Cringe Corner. That's what I named him. And I can also give him some very simple directions. So go into actions and traits, main commands, I believe, or orders. Here we go. Ooh, oh, there it is. So when your duty is ready, it'll pop up just like this, just like normal, and Thornmarch hard. Just commence, and you go in. And you have to wait for everyone else in your party to press commence, and then you're good to go. Sometimes there's a cutscene in before the battle begins, just like this. And if your party is impatient, sometimes they'll pull the boss before the cutscene even ends. Let's see if they wait for me. Oh no, not the Moggles.
Kupo, who in the 7 hells are they? Meddling adventurers, I'd wager.
Moggles guard to arms! Defend the King, Kupo!
Uh-oh. Hey, nope. Yep, they waited for me. My first party with other people. So these are actual other players. And we each have... Oh, okay, we're going in. Just... Oh.
Moggles guard...
It's too fast! I also believe, if I'm not mistaken, they changed this, this fight. It used to be different. Oh, man, I'm just getting murked. So it'll be the healer's responsibility to heal me. And then, of course, the tanks. Oh, yeah.
I'm bad at this.
So some really cool things you'll notice about being in a party. So on the left side, you see all of our names, and then all of our, of course, ooh, no! All of our health, and then our MP, right? And I already explained the buffs and debuffs that happen on everybody. You can tell by the icons next to you. If it's an up arrow, it's a buff. If it's a down arrow, it's a debuff. So those are all the buffs we have. You'll also notice beneath everybody's sort of icon, job icon, there is a number as well. So the second shield there has an A, now that was the third shield, and then everybody else has a number from, I believe, 2 to 7 or 8. And that is your place on the aggro list. As well as, if you're a DPS, you can use it as a good indicator of how well you're doing in terms of your performance for DPS. So for this character, each mob, you have, of course, a different points in the aggro list. So when you switch targets, your number will change. But if it's one giant boss... Oh, check it out.
Hail to the Kupo, I mean king! You shall suffer for your transgressions against my subjects!
Ooh. So the lower your number, technically the better. Unless you're trying not to get hit. But if you're a DPS, you want to be within the 2, 3, or 4 range. Because there's always 4 DPS in the party. So if you're number 2, that means you're the highest DPS because the tank will always be A. Or it should always be A. Because they're the ones who's holding aggro. So they obviously want to be at the top. So I'm doing terrible right now because I'm number 7. But to be expected, I literally have the worst gear possible. Just the gear that the game gives you. And I'm an archer, or a bard, which is not known to have the highest DPS in the game. And these people are not doing the mechanics. Yeah, you'll see that Samurai, which is third from the bottom, he's number 3, which means he's doing very well in terms of his DPS. He's third in the aggro list, where the 2 tanks are A, which is number 1, and then number 2 in the aggro list, as they should be. Their whole purpose in being in this party is to draw the aggro or threat away from the other party members, so they're doing well. And make sure you just do the mechanics. That is a tank buster stack. You want only the 2 tanks to stack over there. Everyone else will die. Yep. As you play the game, you'll get more familiar with the actual markers and what they mean. That red one with the 2 glowing circles spawning and the stack thing means the 2 tanks should get together. Of course, the orange circles on the ground, you want to avoid those. The regular orange stack marker, you want the party to get together. Let's see if he does anything else. Someone's using their limit break, which is nice. Smart move. Okay, these are soak towers. So anytime you see a mechanic like that, you want to stand in it. Otherwise, and if some like meteor or something will drop from the sky, and if that hits the ground without a character within that circle, it usually does either massive damage or will wipe the party. So at least one person needs to be in those soak markers. That was easy. Yeah, our first actual party. Not too shabby. Yay! Yep, and of course, when you go into a party, you have loot. So if you scroll over here, you see the loot. You can get this Astrologian's arm. I'm not an Astrologian, so I'm going to pass on that. And then a Mogpon coffer, which when you open it, can work for any class. So I'm going to need on that, see if I get it. And you can also commendate, give a little shout out to any of the players in your group. I'm going to say the healers did a good job. Actually, the tanks did really good. Let's give it to the maid cat girl. There you go. And that's it.
You did it, Kupo! You did it! Good King Mogomog the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more! I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Mogul's Guard when you did. Thank you, Furious. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go and tell Pukni Pak that the king is no more, Kupo. She's with Raya O at Camp Tranquil and can relay the news to the chieftain.
Nice. Bye. Raya O. Well, there you go. I don't think that was 25 minutes. I think it's pretty simple. You have selected Regicide. So we'll go back to Camp Tranquil and continue on with the MSQs. I didn't quite finish the My Feisty Chocobo quest, but if I ever get back into a situation where I can't progress, I'll finish that up. And I can fly now, so... Look at that. Too easy.
Do I believe my ears? Good King Mogomog XII, may his magnificent virtue serve an example to us all, has fallen? All Moogle kind owes you a debt, Kupo. Ah, and I sense Raya O wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption.
On the properties of Primals.
Your bravery in service of the Twelveswood and her Moogles shall not be forgotten, Furious. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the man responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind.
Don't mind if I do. Back to Gridania for Khan e Senna. Bom, 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 bom. To the Lotus Stand, I believe. Yes.
The Elder Seedseer is expecting you, sir. May I show you in?
Yes. Yep, Ida and Papolimo just stood here, did nothing, while I went and fought the old Moogle myself. Excuse me.
Furious, you have returned to us unharmed and victorious. Thus have I two reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch.
Well, I met up with the party, fought a bunch of people.
Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Moogles don't worship him for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of.
Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in the crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Moogles called forth a being that by rights should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the ether which comprised him instead being scattered to the four winds.
According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means... Asians!
This whole business reeks of their handiwork.
Kupo! They said it was a masked man who had taught them how years ago, but Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question.
Confound it all! How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts?
Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Curious. Already, the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. Yokata. We knew we could count on you, my lady.
While Ida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seedseer, mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired.
Killing me. Nice.
Minfilia at the Waking Sands. The normal. The huge.
Off we go. Actually, I can fly!
It is good to see you hale and healthy, Furious. I received word from Ida and Papalimo that you had felled good King Mogomog XII, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Asians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Furious.
You're welcome. Let's do it. What's next? The Gifted. Ooh, that's me. Uh-oh. That's a scary picture. The Gifted.
Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attacks. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Furious. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given to the care of Urion J. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest memories in our Order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urion J shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alize shall continue to work closely with him as well. Alize? Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urion J, would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something. Something important.
Fear not. I'm good at consulting and figuring out things that are important. Oh, it's all my buddies. Alize here? No, Alize. Urion J. Thou art ever welcome, Furious, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stricken into the great unknown, only to find that the banner of his ancestor faded by the eons. And still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. What? Indeed. Be not offended, Furious. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength, and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of... Oh no. Oh no, whence came that cry? The solar! 12 for Fen, the antecedent! I'm going. Oh no, what's happening? Uh-oh.
Furious, you must...
Oh no, the cringe! Oh, cringe! What? What is happening?
Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same?
Louisoix Levelure was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. Asian.
An Asian here? How?
How readily you see. You are indeed gifted, antecedent.
But you are not like the others. Your robes.
Gifted but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been
millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you.
He who... You speak of La Habrea.
La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes.
Then he is still...
Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion.
You... What are... We're ready when you are, my lady. If there's nothing else...
Oh,
Is something the matter?
Taru can't see.
I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready.
Ooh, spooky.
It is only to be expected.
She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct.
I do not understand.
Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive naught. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not see with eyes unclouded.
You know nothing about me. Nothing.
The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us who we are, rather than this crude approximation.
La Habrea did not think so highly of the Echo.
La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master.
And if we did,
there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came, in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends.
Wait! Stay where you are!
Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you suffered the ardor, I wonder? Oh no!
Yeah, I take it there is no need to explain. Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry! What happened? Are you alright? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I can fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Urian, send word to the students of Baldessian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it.
An Ascian, my lady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands, yet Ascians are wont to imply teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen?
I know not and care not. Find him, Furious. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to.
Pray, attend me, Tataru. Uh-oh. Trying to find the Ascian. Search for the white-robed Ascian. Tell me. Do you bleed? Okay, come on, I'm in the right place. I'm gonna find you. You can count on that. course, this bulky thing. Where? Where are you? Over here, eh? You think you can hide from me? Maybe you can. Where the heck are you? Oh! I just had to walk around, apparently. I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. That's a threat if I ever heard one. I don't think I was supposed to be flying for this, so... I don't care. Oh, it's a purple thing. Bring it on. Oh, I got Cringe Corner with me. You are being judged. Yeah, get him, Cringe Corner. Yeah, buddy. Look at him go. Oh, he's putting down the hurt for sure. Who's some buddies? Companion skills. Yep. So your Chocobo has a talent tree as well. Maybe at a later time I can go through that. Honestly, it's not that important because you can go through everything without even using the Chocobo, but eventually I'll talk about that. Whoa! That's a huge... Essentially, okay, just as like a quick overview, how it works is your Chocobo has 3 trees. A DPS tree, a healer tree, and a tank tree. And you can specialize in whatever you want, essentially. I think for me, I'm either going to go tank or healer, because I'm already a DPS, so like, rather than the mobs fighting me or having aggro on me, it'll have aggro on my Chocobo. That'll make things a little bit easier, I think. You are, ooh, 2, eh? Oops. And you also learn special skills, like your Chocobo can learn a heal, your Chocobo can learn a taunt, I believe. Those are in the respective tank and healer trees. And then, yeah, you can do like AoE attacks, probably. It's been so long. You never really use it in like the later game. But it's, you know, a happy little extra DPS you can use in the overworld. Where are you, Asian? Show yourself. Oh no. This other guy is doing the same thing. 4 of them. Ooh, this is not ideal, I'll tell you that. I have a hurt. Cleanse me! No! Oh my gosh, it's a freaking boss mob. Yo, leave me alone! Okay, I won't fight this thing. Oh my gosh, it was a bad idea. A very bad idea. No! Oh no! No! Is this guy a healer? Is he a healer? Oh, he is. Thank you for rezzing me. Please? Is he gonna res me? Hey! Thank goodness for this guy. Oh my god! No! No! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Please! No! Lol. Oh man, nah, he's gonna die probably. Is the guy still there? You leave? You make this guy a nice little emote. Let's see. Oh, snipes! Do all those things. Oh no! No, he's getting attacked! You and me, buddy. We got this. Oh, jeez. He hurts real bad. We're freaking asleep, dude. Yo, that's OP. Oh my gosh, I died. Okay, this is stupid. This guy's gonna die too, I bet. Yeah. This is why you don't mess with super powerful mobs. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to return to Gridania. Oh, dude, that sucks. No! World bosses. They pack a punch. Fear not. We could always do this. My second, third, fourth time dying. Who'd have thought? From the overworld. Embarrassing. I'm just gonna skip all this here. Flying OP, bro. See if I could talk to the Ascian without getting aggro from this stupid guy. Yes! Oh, thank goodness. Woo. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save he who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You tried to kill me, bro. You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that he could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so it shall again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. All that for that? How dare you? Well, get me out of here. Report back to Minfilia. You already know I'm just going to use my Vesper Bay ticket. Because apparently we're moving away from Vesper Bay anyways, so might as well use these while I got them. Elidibus. Shady fella if I ever saw one. Entrance to the solar. What do you think of this, Minfilia? Thank the gods you've returned, Furious. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. Well, you actually did. That's okay. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon? He was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. Of when does he speak, and of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus portend much but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. Ah, I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Interesting. Build on the stone. Minfilia's a final favor to ask of me. A final favor, eh? Let us decide the matter of this Ascian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. But there is one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan Resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the Resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation.
When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I've closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believe to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urion J will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father.
Ooh. Okay, I don't remember this journal about the Primals. All my buddies still here? Thancred, Yashola, Papalimo. Where's Ida? No Ida, eh? I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well can I imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Nope, I'm getting a call. Excuse me, Urion J.
Furious, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. What? What the? If you have yet to. Once you have given the journal to Urion J, I bid you come to the 7th Heaven in Revenant's Toll. Tataru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new Aetheryte in Revenant's Toll. After all, it is right on our doorstep.
What the heck? I thought we were supposed to leave together, Minfilia. How dare you? I thought we were supposed to leave in groups too, and you were supposed to be the last one. Everyone's still here. She straight up lied to me. To Revenant's Toll. Oh, there she is. Good old Tataru. Waiting for me like always. There it is. There it is. Nice feather. Pixelated.
Oh, Furious, you're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up.
As I was telling your restive receptionist here, I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours.
Splendid. From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it was as welcoming and comfortable a home for us as the Waking Sand ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He's been eyeing us most suspiciously ever since we arrived. I can't help but wonder if we are truly safe here.
Who in the...
Wait a minute.
Ah, that man. I can't say I've spoken to him myself, but rumor has it he's come to hunt for ancient treasures in the Crystal Tower. You've seen the structure I speak of, no? It'd be hard to miss it. That massive pillar of shining crystal that looms high over the land just to the southeast of here. If the tales are to be believed, it's a remnant of some ancient civilization. The details remain a mystery, and that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over the earth looking to unearth its secrets. The man over there is no exception, and if my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about the tower yourself, you could do worse than talk to him and see what he knows. Why, if I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have half a mind to join you. I mean, just look at it. I can scarcely begin to imagine what wonders lie inside.
Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat despite the relocation. And with that, Furious, I do believe it's time you officially announced your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you.
So this is how they're introducing it. Okay. I don't remember if it was like this way back when. The Crystal Tower quest series is now available from the Outlandish Man. In order to progress in the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests in the Crystal Tower series. While you are granted a respite from your duties as a Scion, use your time to probe the depths of the Crystal Tower and see what ancient secrets may be gleaned. Aha! So this is definitely new. Interesting. Okay, let's go finish this MSQ. I wonder when it'll stop me and make me do the Crystal Tower. Into the Rising Stones. Ooh. Hey, Fleming is there. Thancred. Papalima and Ida with Hoary Boulder. Ida's doing some squats. Yishtola, of course. Alfino. The new Solar. Huh. Hey, those guys, the Adventurers Guild people. There's much more room here. Quite nice. My friends. Ooh. Taking in the sights, I see. Well, it certainly is spacious. That's what I said. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, for today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever ties to our Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Nice. For Eorzea! Bye, friends. A moment of your time, Furious. I would speak of Elidibus.
Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldessian hath been met with silence.
No one will respond. How odd. Allow me to try.
Uh-oh.
No response. Surely they would not ignore us.
They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst.
No. No, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldessian, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me. Until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can assume but the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus.
'Tis possible that others in our homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally.
Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps? Or Ochre? Or Puce? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the Crystal of Darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Furious. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the Paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero. Your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray, return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Kryl, where are you?
Oh no!
Elidibus.
Your intercession was not foretold. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear. They survived the 7th Ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see.
There it is! A Realm Awoken. And with that, that is actually the end of patch 2.1 A Realm Awoken, at least for the MSQs. Yeah, so going into the next part will be the next patch, patch 2.2. So before I take on this next MSQ, Still Waters, let me complete some of the other things I need to do. Let's go finish this My Little Chocobo quest. Should be quite simple. Dispatch Broodseas with your companion. I can do that very easily. Just to get this quest off my quest log. I believe it's way over here, and I can fly, so this makes it much, much easier. There you go, that's the quest, okay. So, and then we'll make sure I have my Chocobo out. There we go. Dispatch Broodseas with your companion. That's wait, why is that thing locked? One other thing. Let's go into the actions and traits. Companion. So we want companion to be in defender stance. Order your companion to focus on defensive maneuvers using only actions learned from the defender skill tree. Now we want free stance. Okay, cool. And then where is the system? No. Travel? No. Character, mount guide, minion guide, Chocobo saddlebag, companion. Here we go. Here's the skill tree here. So actions, yep, I have summon, withdraw, if I want to get away from my, or leave cringe corner away. The different stances, I'm in free stance, which I think is the best one. Skills, we're going to make him a defender. So I have 1 SP, 1 skill point. I'll put it in Choco drop. Or, I can get Choco regen right now. Let's see, where's the taunt? Is there a taunt? It doesn't look like there's actually a taunt. That being said, okay, we're going to instead go into the healer tree so that I can automatically have a heal with my Chocobo. Choco regen. Appearance. Oh yeah, you can also change the color using certain systems of breeding. And then there's different gear you can outfit your Chocobo in by doing different events and things like that. So yeah, he's out. Hopefully this will work. Let's see. Yep, there you go. Very easy. Take down 3. Oop. There you go. And let's return to Lukalot. I'm just going to teleport because I'm lazy. Finish this quest.
Lukalot, angry. So, you have successfully negotiated your first few battles with your Chocobo. Well done. Tell me, how did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring, fighting with your feathered companion? Excuse me. Your Chocobo can make up for your shortcomings, or build upon your strengths. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you will come to find the approach that serves you best. Before I forget, I have one last parting gift, a saddlebag for your Chocobo. Carrying graceful greens about can be quite cumbersome after all, and there should be sufficient room for your personal belongings should the need arise. I pray it serves you well in your travels. You can now access your Chocobo saddlebag. This supplementary storage withdraw can be accessed by selecting Chocobo saddlebag located under character in the main menu. There it is. Yep, so it's basically another piece of inventory. So in my character,
So yeah, in the main menu, go down to Chocobo saddlebag, and I have my regular inventory on the right side and the saddlebag on the right, the saddlebag on the left side. So I can literally just drag and drop things over. Say I don't want this void scent blood, just put it in the saddlebag. Very, very easy. Okay, so that is done. Cool. Now, what I want to do actually, really quickly, let's teleport to... Oh, so usually I do my teleportation through the map, right? I go to wherever I want to go and just click on the actual aetheryte. Another way to do that is to use the teleport spell, which I learned in the very, very beginning of the game. Teleport, it brings up this menu of all the places I know. So the places in Lenosha here, the Black Shroud, Thanalan, Kurthis, that one Camp Dragonhead where Horsefant is. There's no aetherites here, 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 or here, but I do also have Mordona, which is Revenant's Toll, which is where our new base is for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, so I'm going to do that. And the last thing I'll do for this stream is I'll talk to this outlandish man, because it will start the Crystal Tower quests, which need to be completed in order to progress through some parts of the MSQ. I don't know when it'll require me to do it, but I might as well pick up the quest now. Legacy of Allag. Do I know you? Ah! Unless I am very much mistaken, you are the famed adventurer who bested the Garlean Empire's general, are you not? The great furious Cable himself. Amazing. And more than a little serendipitous. One might even call it fate. I but recently received word of a truly unique opportunity, you see. An opportunity the like of which none but one of your proven worth could take advantage. The reward? Not less than the accumulated knowledge of a fallen civilization. The risk? A single misstep could cost you your life. But what is this little danger to a storied hero such as you? A man with absolute confidence in his own abilities stands to profit handsomely from this venture. No, I crave no recompense for my part in bringing this opportunity to your attention. The historic discoveries you shall make will be reward enough, I assure you. If my words have fanned the flames of your curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Rambros at St. Coinex's Find. It is he who stands at the doorway to untold marvels, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across the threshold. There you go. I've started the Crystal Tower series. I need to go speak with Rambros. I believe he's over here. Yep. Right over here, way down there. But I can also do that at any time. So until the story requires me to go through those quests, I think I'll save it for then. With that being said, we'll go ahead and end this section here with the finishing of A Realm Awoken patch 2.1. This is on the Dawntrail, my Final Fantasy XIV complete MSQ guide and playthrough. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning, good night, and everything in between, wherever you may be. See ya!